Should I put my assets into my spouse's name if they're not working before we return to Australia?
Well, in Australia, because you're taxed as an individual and the personal tax rates can be very, very high, you would obviously want to try and have income in a person that had a lower salary position than the other. Now, whether it's possible to transfer, you certainly want to consider, but the other thing you might want to look at is using tax structures such as family trusts or investment companies. They have sensible tax provisions that will allow you to keep the tax down to the lowest level. So rather than moving from, say, one person to the other, you might take the advantage to move to a structure at the same time to give you more flexibility in case you both became earning later on. The thing that you would consider though is obviously the cost and ease of moving those assets. Obviously something as simple as a bank account is very easy to shift into one person or the other's name. But if you had a property, for instance, selling that property from one partner to the other partner could incur stamp duty, tax in the country of the property. It could incur all sorts of issues, lending problems. So you want to give it some due consideration. If it's a simple thing, we'd usually recommend you look at a structure. But if it's complicated, then just make sure that you're planning around it and factoring it into the equation.